house.
Welcome back to another episode of Royalty on the Heavy Crown Network. Okay, Black Network. And my name is Big D, as known as Derek F.
What was the intro?
We're not well. We're not well today.
This is gonna be something to get through. Okay. Hey everyone, I'm Hannah, aka Chada.
Okay, be professional. Just intros.
Okay. Hi everyone, it's Chelsea Star.
Okay.
Big D is so tired of us. Okay. Everyone take a couple deep breaths.
Yes.
You.
Okay.
One more time for safety.
Oh
Hello,
my God,
everybody.
okay.
Welcome to the Royalty on the Heavy Crown Black Network that we need to support because we don't know that Tiffany and Hannah has a podcast channel where we talk Big Brother and Amazing Race and Survivor and Traders. My name is Derek F, aka Big Motherfucking D.
Hannah, go.
I'm just laughing at Chelsea's face.
The Black Network. It was just a lot. It's just a lot.
I just want people to know what they're getting over here, okay? Because
They can see what they're getting.
See that?
They can see.
1,
Look,
2, 3.
look, they can see, but I need them to know when they come over here. Because let me tell you something, Miss Chelsie, winner of Big Brother 26's Hannah can't sit there and introduce you because she's crying. But I know you've been on those other podcasts, Miss Chelsie, and I want to make sure when you come over here, you know how to act with your people. I want the real and the raw. I don't want the, hi, I'm Chelsie, and this is, like Lauren, Disney Channel. I don't want that motherfucking girl. I want the, okay, now we have business to attend.
What kind of intro is that?
Like, this is the most black intro that you could ever get. With your, and on top of all of this, you have a Mickey Mouse shirt on. It's just a lot for me. It's just you have a Mickey Mouse shirt on with a bandana, repping Bloods. It's just a lot. It's just
This
a lot.
season was Disney characters,
Okay.
so I have to talk about it. Now,
Let me properly introduce Chelsea because I'm sorry, I was dying at the fact that you said this is a Black Network as if they can't see. Hello. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Whew, that really got me. Anyway.
You look so pretty, by the way, just in case I didn't say that. I look good.
After yelling at us, by the way, you guys look so pretty. Okay, so, hey, I'm fully in tears right now. Oh my God. Hi, everyone. My name is Hannah, aka Chada, and you may remember me from Derek's season of Big Brother. And today, we have a very, 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 very special guest. You guys, we have been wanting to get Chelsie on for a while now, because if you watched last season, hello, of course you know that she's the winner. But not only did she just... she didn't just stumble into those final two. Wait, let me do this again. Sorry, I'm still thinking about the Black Network.
Gather yourself. Hello, my name is Hannah Cha. You can't. After he's like, this is the Black Network. The Black. Be a nigga.
That part, yes, that's what I want over here. I don't want that. Hi, this is Chelsie and I'm on BB Unlocked. Hey everybody, my pics are there. I don't want that shit. I don't want that.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna redo this.
Okay,
I'm gonna redo this.
Okay,
All right.
we're gonna be so good.
Okay. Hey everyone, my name is Hannah, aka Chada, and I am stop laughing at me. I am from Derek F's season of Big Brother.
Yep.
And today we have a very special guest. If you watched last season, you know this person. Chelsie, she is our winner, but she didn't just stumble into those final two chairs. No, Chelsie played one of the most masterful and well-rounded games that we have ever seen in the history of Big Brother. And that's not just something I'm saying here because she is also in this stream. No, this is something that I've been saying. So it's an honor to have you, Chelsie. We're really curious to see what you have to say about this season, your takes, because if anyone is qualified to give us a masterclass on what it takes to win the show, hello, it's you. So, Chelsie, thank you so much for coming on. And The Amazing Race premieres in a couple days.
Days. Oh my goodness. I am not ready. I need you to not die before the beginning. I'm so excited I'll be here. Listen, I wore my Janky World hat because that's how I feel about this season. And then I wore a church on the front because the Lord needs to come help them. So it's just, that's how I feel. I'm very excited to talk about this season.
Okay, well, right up. Not amen to that.
They need
we were just cursing 5 seconds ago. Now he's like, amen to that.
Listen,
we gotta cut that. We gotta cut that.
In my church, we say all the words, okay? In my
no,
religion,
what church? What religion
the church
is
says,
that?
"Come as you are, come as thou." Okay,
No, that's-
so
Come
thou,
as thou, come
let me
as
tell you
thou.
something. If thou, because I read a scripture, if thou needs to let the person know that they a fucker, you can say that they a fucker, a bitch. Okay? Because thou, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Yo, what church do you go to?
What are you reading? The Church of Big D? The church that's going to be voted? That's what it is.
Wait, no. You guys know The Onion? Like the fake publication? That's where he gets his scripture from.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Come as thou. Come as thou.
Come as thou. Look, I'll read this whole verse right now. Okay, I will read this verse. Okay, let me read it. Because without the motherfucking faith, you cannot praise him to him of the Lord. And with that cometh, what else to say? Shit. The most believed. I haven't read it in such a long time. But I do. Look. Hey, my church, my God, I got him on my arm. Like, you know, I'm maybe a street nigga, but I'm up in here letting you know how it is. Now, Chelsie, I want to ask you, how are you? You won Big Brother 26. You're going to be on Amazing Race with Hannah the Chata.
Yes.
But I want to say, Chelsie, watching you win Big Brother 26 was amazing. You really did show us, as Hannah said, it was a masterclass to see how you did. It was refreshing to see somebody who really played the game from the beginning to the end. I think that you were such a great example for our community. Seriously, I'm so proud of you. But I want to know how are you? Like since you winning Big Brother, how has it been for you?
It's been life-changing, man. For real. Like coming off the seas, y'all know I was like working for my local church before, just a normal regular girl. So to go from Big Brother straight into Amazing Race with Chata, and now on BB Unlocked and still involved in the community. It's just like I was a fan since season 12. So this is just like I'm living my best life. Even though this season is very hard to watch, I'm living my best life. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Love that for you. And you, can you clarify, were you doing motivational speaking before Big Brother, or is that something that you were kind of able to launch because of the platform you were given from the show?
Yeah, I was doing it like for 5 to 7 years before.
Okay.
But post Big Brother, it's given me a more opportunity to be on different platforms and different stages, which has been very nice. So it's just expanded what I was already doing and giving me a voice to a larger platform. But yeah, I was doing that since I was 17.
Wow.
Yeah. You were born to be a speaker.
I was.
For
So like
sure.
that final speech that I did, that was just in me. I had it in me, and I'm like, I'm about to give them this fire, and that's what I did. But I was like, If anybody knew what I did for 10 years, you're not bringing me to the final two.
No. No, you did fabulous. Can I ask you a question? Do you think that I would be a good motivation speaker? I give really good sermons. I promise you.
So define good.
Girl, out of a 10, I'm a hard 8. Okay. 8.
But I will say, you would be a very entertaining motivational speaker, probably the most.
I feel like I can change somebody's life. I can make somebody walk on water, but I'm done talking.
What did you eat today? Is it the shirt that has you diabolical today?
No, I'm not diabolical. I'm just
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I'm just giving an example. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so obviously I want us to get into the Disney of Big Brother 27, season 27. Sorry, week 10. I might still be fucking drunk from last night. But here we go. Our good brother,
season 27 of season 27.
Our good brother Will has went home as we left off of this week of season 10. Lauren.
Wait, no, it's season 27. You said season 10.
Week 10. I'm so sorry, guys. Forgive me. I'm here. Let me lock in. I need the host. See, let me give myself a motivation speaker. Let me show you. Let me give myself a good motivation speaker right here, okay? Listen, Derek. Get your shit together. You have to host this Black Network. Okay? In order for us to get more subscribers, because we need to make sure we click the link, comment, and subscribe. You got to get these people to want to come back. They don't want to hear from you. They want to hear from Hannah and Chelsie. They don't want you to overtake anybody. Actually, they don't want to hear from you. They want to hear from Tiffany. They're wondering where the hell Tiffany's at. Every time. They don't care about you, Big D. Shut your fucking mouth and just let them talk and host the show. Okay. You got it? I got it. Thank you so much. All right. So,
how is that a motivational speech?
Yeah,
he lost the plot. Together.
He lost the plot.
I'm motivated. Look how I got myself together. I'm back like I'm at my job right now. Hello, thank you. Hello, hi. So
I thought we were a Black network.
The code switch was crazy right there. You want to talk about come black? What? If I close my eyes, that was a white woman.
That was a white woman.
What?
As we continue on week 10, we talk about how Will just went home. Now, Kelly really wants what's happening this week? God damn, Zingbot. Let's get to the Zingbot. I don't care about anything else. Will went home. We're going to get to the Zingbot.
Wait, real quick.
Yes.
Chelsea, thoughts on Ashley being able to convince the house to keep her instead of Will?
Bro, that was a huge win for Ashley. She has a veto win, but she didn't really have much leading up into that moment. We're looking at resumes at this point. So I think that was a huge addition to her resume for if she gets to the end to say, like, yo, I was sitting next to Will with only 6-7 people left. And I convinced you guys, Will wasn't doing nothing but chilling. Like, what? This close in the game, you're keeping Will a little bit longer. So I think that's going to be a good resume builder for Ashley. I was like, you go, girl. Do your thing.
Yeah,
amazing. Okay, let's...
Big. Yeah. I want to get to the zings. Zingbot comes in. We love Zingbot. What was your zing, Chelsea? I can't remember.
I actually don't remember, but it involved Cam. It involved...
That's what I was going to say.
We admire... Yeah, it started with... It was like a compliment sandwich. We admire your faith and yada, yada, yada. I'm like, this ain't a zing. They're like, but Cam's not... It's something about Cam. And I was like... Or they said, you don't stand a chance with Cam. And he comes over and gives me this like little sympathy hug. Oh, yes. You stand a chance if you don't get up on my face.
I forgot that was yours.
I did it. God. I did. I saw Zingbot for BB Unlocked. Almost popped the dude. Come for me again. Come for me again.
I don't blame you.
Who had the worst zing on your season, Chelsea? From what you can remember.
Angela probably. She was the only one that got a song. She's talking about how she likes Angela is never gonna win the show and how she likes men younger than her.
Oh my God!
But it was a
remember,
whole
that's hilarious.
song. It was a whole
Oh, that's
song. She was
crazy.
pissed. We were all like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Of
But she was
course.
Yeah.
pissed. Like
Yeah.
Morgan was, and I'm sure we'll get into that.
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get
Yes.
into it.
So I first want to start with Disney Channel Lauren. Hers got boring and a snoring type of joke. I thought that was right on point for her. You know, I don't really have anything else to say about Lauren. You know, Kelly got a creeper type of joke. Hers was like
She's a little like creepy and crawly. She really likes bugs.
She's
Okay.
bringing dead bugs into the house.
She is, yeah.
Okay. Ava got the.
I think Kylan did
hobo
that. Didn't Kylan do that?
He's
I feel like he
bringing bugs?
brought in. Yeah, I think so. I think there was a bug or two. Listen,
I'm
those
like,
two can be besties.
I'm letting you swim with that one. Ava did hobo chic. You got hobo
Yeah.
chic, and Mr. K, because I don't want to mess up his name anymore. Mr. K, he got for all this peeing around the bathroom floor, ogre feet. You know, he smells.
Oh,
he got
shoot.
a lot.
Wait, I'm so sorry, guys. Please hold. Wait, this is my roommate's room. I really thought it was blurred. Wait, I'm so sorry. I'm in the living room right now.
We've gotten 16 minutes in and have talked about Jack Squat. We
Jack-
can't get
okay.
through nothing.
Wait.
Ashley, I will say this: Zingbach did call out basically almost everybody of what they got. I have to say, I feel like Zingbach hasn't really hit a lot in the recent years. Even with your season, I don't think everything was that good. It's like always like maybe one person. 23 was absolutely trash. I was surprised.
Yeah.
I was like, you had so many characters up there. I was surprised. Like I was up there, like okay. But Ashley got the sidekick type of song or edit or whatever for me and Rachel's sidekick. Cool. Now when we get to Vince, what was Vince's?
Vince's was actually good. It was you're 34, unemployed.
Yeah.
You live with your mom and your dad, or like you live in your mom and your dad's basement. I would zing you, but life beat me to it.
Damn. Okay.
I know.
Got it.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
And then we had. Here's the thing about Morgan's.
That was so bad.
It was so bad. And I played it over and over again because I had to like really get it. It was something online. It's like, what do you call, Vince's, whatever, hugger, long hug, this, that. What do you call that person? Here comes Morgan. They're
His number one.
Like she was ordering some food off the damn fast food. Can I get a number one? What do you call them? Number one. He goes, no. His girl. Did he say her name?
No, he just
Well,
said his girlfriend.
But he said her name at the beginning, so everyone knew it was Morgan's zing.
yeah.
Oh, she gonna need a check because we usually don't use people's names a lot in this show unless it's our parents. She gonna need a check. They gotta cut her a check.
Oh no, not Kelsey's name.
No,
Oh,
Morgan's
okay.
name is Morgan's
Oh,
name.
okay. And when this reaction happened, you can see Morgan instantly just,
Okay.
you know what? Pizza time and cleaning because that's what black people do. Let me start cleaning. I'll cut somebody out because I know they got me fucked up on this white ass show. I know they don't think I'm over here about to do all this other shit. Let me keep cleaning. She went to instant cleaning. Which I feel like that's a black thing we do to try to
She went to
distract
cleaning and cutting violently. I've never seen somebody in the history of Big Brother ever cut a DiGiorno pizza like that. Ever. Ever.
Because the knives are like this, ain't sharp.
I
at
know.
all.
Oh wait, why is that knife dirty?
I don't know. I'm not home. I'm not in my house. Okay, I'm in somebody else's house. All right. So don't ask any questions. All right. So yes, as you
I've never seen anybody like forget Zingbot. Let me just completely forget that this is being filmed and edited and we're supposed to stand in a certain place. Let me start eating. I've never seen that in the middle of a Zingbot. And Zingbot is just sitting there silently.
Yeah, remember Zingbot at the end said something along the lines of like awkward.
Yeah, I guess it's time for me or I'll see myself out or something.
Self out. Yeah. But I will say I did not like the fact that it was Morgan who got that zing. It should have been Vince. Vince is the one who's been in a 7-year relationship. Why is everyone, I mean, yes, Morgan knows that he's in a relationship. However, I don't think that Morgan likes Vince. I think for her, it truly is platonic. Some of those boundaries are a little blurred, and I think she could do a better job about that, and Vince could definitely do a better job about being clear regarding said boundaries. But um, I think Vince is the one who's at fault here, and I just hate the fact that Morgan is almost getting more hate for her
And he is.
involvement. What do you guys think? And like that zing just reinforced that.
I just want to say, Morgan is a single woman. Morgan can do whatever she wants to do. She's not in a relationship. Vince says things on lives, and they've been over things over the season. I'm not gonna really touch on it, but he said things a little bit like, "Oh, we have like rules, or things that we talked about before we left. Whatever." I never like blaming a woman in a situation ever when it comes to things like this, because men lie. Okay, straight up, men lie, men cheat. Let's be honest. So for me, I just feel like the zing that he wanted to do should have been more played towards him, because I feel like her reaction, it could have really broke her, because she was really like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm just being his number one.
Which that's also problematic in a game like that. Well, maybe not problematic in this house, but you don't vocalize that you are somebody's number one. That was just like, you're telling everybody that they are not priority. Why would you do that? There's some things that a lot of this cast, I'm dying because I'm like, take that to the DR. Don't say that. Don't share that. Go to the room and talk to that dang camera and a producer. It absolutely kills me. But yeah, I don't think Morgan should have got the heat for this situation with his girlfriend. They should have zinged Vince and did a song for him. They should have did the whole thing. Zingbot should have started twerking.
Agreed.
They
No,
should
not that.
the R. Kelly version. They should do like what's it called, Trapped in the Closet.
Trapped
It
in the
should have been
closet.
Trapped in the closet. Trapped in the Big Brother house. Trapped in the treatments.
Okay,
I wish I knew
wait.
how it goes. Walk up the stairs.
We're
No,
not
let me
doing R.
stop.
Kelly on this podcast.
Get him.
Listen.
He's not well.
No, not at all. What did you drink before this, Big T?
No.
I need to know. It really said this is a black podcast, in case you guys didn't know. Okay.
Which we do offer everyone's welcome to the show here. I just want people to know that we are. You gotta
He said
support.
that is not a prerequisite. You either have to be black or you have to be an ally.
I just want people to go down the lungs of Big Brother and Survivor and see what networks are black. Okay, that's all. Never mind.
But it's
Please
just the fact
continue.
that we don't have to clarify that. People know. I mean, half the cookout hosts this podcast. Anyway.
It's the cookout because y'all are all. But I didn't think this was something we had to
Clarify.
It's the bandana.
Well, I'm in the works of, we probably gonna have a show here soon that might be with a white person soon, just so everybody knows, okay? On the Black Network. So, I'm sorry. Okay,
wait. I have one question for Chelsie, because Chelsie brought up a really interesting point. So you said there are several things that they've done on this season that kind of strike you as abnormal, or you're wondering, why are they so willing to share this information with the rest of the house? Can you give us an example or two? Besides Morgan saying like, oh, this is my number one. Because you're right, you're not supposed to say that. Even if it's obvious to the rest of the house, you don't want to shut down those other relationships that can develop. Now Ashley's probably thinking, well, I know me and Morgan, we have this great relationship. We kind of floated the idea of taking each other to final two, but it's clear that Morgan's head is somewhere else. She just explicitly said in front of everyone, no, this is my number one. So again, that just like shuts down possibilities of you getting to the end.
Yeah. I think a lot of these players have strategized or stated what they were trying to do with people that they're not aligned with. That's what I've seen a lot. And maybe I'm mostly from Keanu. It's like you're going and you're regurgitating your externally processing in that house when there's not really strong alliances is just unsafe. So you see a lot of external processing that's happening, and I think that should be done in the DR, because you might say something in those spaces that that you're just processing, you don't fully believe, and we've seen that stuff spread like wildfire. So I don't know. This is just they're not playing well.
Yeah, okay. I do agree that the strategy this season is a little lackluster. We have our standouts like Ashley, I think, has great reads. Rachel had great
Yeah.
reads as well. Morgan is a powerful player. I don't know if I would necessarily consider her to be strategic, but she's strong. And then everyone else, I have no idea what they're doing. But in terms of, wait, I had a question for you, Chelsea. It'll come back to me. It's just a follow up of what you said, but it'll come back to me. Yeah.
We get to the first HOH comp. Vince wins this HOH comp. Kelly was close to winning this HOH comp, and this kind of did break Kelly a lot because she knew she is going to go on the block no matter what. And I have to say, I hate to say this, but Kelly kind of brought this on herself. And let me tell you why I think she brought this on herself. She started this game nominating herself, saying you could put me on the block, which then I think triggered the domino effects to like all these times of her being on the block. And then not learning how to shift her game after the first time Vince made a move and still allowing him to do it again and again and again. I can't really feel bad. It sucks to watch, but I don't really feel bad. This is Vince's third HOH win of the season. With this type of plan that's going on, we understand that Vince, number one is Morgan. Vince's number one is Lauren. He got a lot going on. Okay. But I got to shout out to our girl Morgan, because let me tell you something. Morgan said, let's play a game. These are all about me, all about what I want to do, what I want Vince to do, because I'm a what? Gamer, okay? Because she literally said, XX triangle circle, put Lauren on the damn block, okay?
Someone needs to clip that. That was brilliant. I'll give you that one. I see XX triangle circle.
Put Lauren on the block. Now, obviously, Morgan has conversations with Vince trying to say, you need to play this game. Like, what are we playing here? Lauren has not touched the block. If you're trying to win, Lauren needs to touch that block if we're going to make it. Which, I can't lie, I had that in my head because I remember being like, hey, Tim also got to touch that block. We're on cookout. We're trying to make it to the end. Those two got to touch that block. We've all touched that block with those two. So I understand that thought process. Do you think, let me ask you both this. Do you think it's important for people to touch the block to make it, like, do you think if people, who's ever left in the house, if someone has not touched the block, let me rephrase my question. Do you think it's important for them to touch the block?
I think there's power in both touching it and not touching it. So, like, if you've touched the block and you've gotten yourself off of it, that just further adds to, my game was once at its lowest and I had the ability to come out of that. So that's a good resume builder for the end. But also not touching the block is too. But the danger in not touching the block, if the house is smart, which this house is not smart, but if you just have your eyes open, you'll start to notice, no, this person hasn't, and I start to get on you. So people at some point, that's what I did with Leah. Like, I'm like, she has not touched this block. That says something about her game, and that is affecting mine. So I think there's pros and cons to touching it and not touching it.
I completely agree with Chelsea. I think if I'm in that house and, one of the other house guests has not touched the block and we're past the jury phase, I'm going to have my eye on them. I definitely don't think staying off the block is a requirement to win this game. Most of our winners have, in fact, touched the block at some point. And Big Brother, it's a game of adaptability. And so if you're able to touch the block, get yourself out of that situation, and then kind of pivot and re-grab control of the reins of the game, like, that is a testament to how well you are playing the game of Big Brother. But I don't want to give the person sitting next to me in final two anything that they can perhaps use against me or have over me. So for that reason, I would definitely have my eye on them.
Yeah.
Now, shout out to our gamer girl, Morgan. She wins the veto. So then, we got to put this plan in place. And she's really working overtime to win this final stage in this game of the game that she's playing, okay? And, Vince, Um, I want to say this. I'm so sorry. I want to kind of go back because I kind of jumped it for a second. Vince ends up putting up Ava, Kelly, and Mr. K. Now, talking about what their reasons for why they should be on the block, he's like, hey, because Morgan was dropping seeds, baby. She was like, Mr. K was over there talking about, you're in the cheatments with so and so, like dropping all these hints to make sure he targets him. And he explains, I feel like you don't respect me. I hate that I'm doing this, blah blah. He gets
I
to
think that
Ava.
was I think that was Kelly who
It was Kelly,
like ran to
definitely.
Vince.
Thank you so much. You guys, yes, keep me together. Your uncle had a couple drinks last night.
The bandana may be a little too tight.
Yeah, it might still be a little. Anyway, so he gets to Ava, and Ava, he calls Ava like something about a pawn, and Ava's like, I'm gonna show you what a pawn is. Struggles for 5-10 minutes trying to get this pawn out of her jacket. Slams it on the table. Let me tell you something, Buster. If you think, and I love the way she did it. Let me tell you something, Buster. If you think I'm gonna be a pawn in your game, you got another one coming to you. Struggles, baby. I have never. She did this walk. She said, struggle. Tried to shut the door. The door didn't shut. Didn't shut halfway. And then she come back and it's like, oh, girl, why couldn't she? Let me tell you something. I need people. I'm taking people to reading class. I'm going to start hosting a Big D reading class 101. All she had to say was this. Vince, you think I'm a pawn, but the only pawns that are in this game is the chessboard pieces in the house. And unlike you, I'm a queen. And just know I will checkmate you at the end of this game.
Wait,
All this other shit that she was playing.
that was good. That was really good.
But I'm just saying, all these other moves, I was so upset, and baby, it was so awkward. You
It
saw
felt
all their
overly
faces.
rehearsed. It felt overly
Yeah.
rehearsed. It was like we hired people for a low budget Lifetime movie. And it's
Movie.
just like you know.
It was absolutely 100,000% giving LMN. And my family and I, we always joke about, like people at the bus stop, they get scouted by the LMN casting agents. Like that's literally the prereq for going on. But I think now that we know Ava's sole purpose in this game is to win AFP,
AFP.
that just makes me less keen on her. I want to watch people who genuinely love the game, who are genuinely getting into it. Say what you want about Keanu, he's not good at it, but at least he's
But he's
trying.
into it. He's into
He's
it. Yeah.
he's very misguided, but he's into it. Ava's
Very
just
well.
there because she wants to make good TV and she wants to beat Rachel. But like we're not playing the game of AFP.
And
We're not.
Rachel didn't go into season 12 and 14 saying I want to be America's favorite and she was just
Oh no.
Rachel. And
Yes.
fully her, and the world loved that. So you can tell now, I can tell at least, when people go into Big Brother simply to be, to have a following or to win something beyond the game. Like they're going there for
Yes.
and so that makes me it gets me a little in my feelings because I have such a respect for the game of Big Brother. I'm like, at least try to play it and get AFP off your mind for a second. And she's said it
Yes.
multiple times. It just makes me sad. And I think she was a front runner before she started saying that.
Yeah.
Maybe she
No,
was a front runner
honestly.
for a lot of stuff.
Honestly.
Yes.
And I'm not going
She
to
was
get into it when we
definitely
talk.
well, because the show was definitely like you could tell that the show was kind of setting her up to be this like goofy character. Her, Will, Rachel were probably a lock for top 3 AFP. But again, like that, it's just so transparent when people are there for the wrong reasons, quote unquote, or when people think that they're like entitled to America's love or they're guaranteed America's heart. I feel like that almost backfires, you know?
Yeah.
We get to the veto. Morgan wins the veto. Shout out to her. Now,
Three-peat.
yeah. Now we got to figure out who's going to replace, who's she going to take down. She decides to take down Ava. Please interrupt me if you guys want to chime in on anything.
Okay.
She takes down Ava, and then Vince is like, I just, people haven't touched the ball. I don't know what the fuck he said. He said something on the lines of that, and he's just like, Lauren, get your ass up there, or something like that,
Well,
or
I don't think
whatever.
he said it like
Did he
that.
say ass? Did he say get your butt up there, or ass up there?
I don't think he said it like that. This is
Chelsea,
What you be
Chelsea.
watching? What you be
Girl,
watching?
I don't know. I'll be watching baddies and
And you get 'em mixed
baddies and
together.
Big Brother at the same time.
That's
Yeah,
what it
that's my
is.
problem.
no,
And
Vince
also,
said I think Vince
where are you
said
going? Why are you getting darker, girl? What is happening, girl?
because this is a black
Black
podcast.
Bachelor.
Wait,
Literally.
She got this new
She did-
camera and she disappeared.
She disappeared.
wait, you guys, okay, I'm coming back. Chelsea,
No,
please
you
forgive us.
disappeared.
Oh, shoot. No, why am I so dark? Wait, let's see.
You were darker before.
Yeah, girl, you were about to disappear on this. Oh.
That's
Is
Do you
this
have to
better?
Hold it? Yeah, do you have to hold it?
No, I'll just put it in my lap
Okay.
on a pillow. Okay, sorry guys.
Okay, now.
Sorry.
Girl.
okay.
All right. Now back to Big D's baddies, Big Brother. So, Vince ends up putting up Lauren. Lauren goes up on the block. She's very shocked because she's like, hey, this is like I'm supposed to be your number one ally. This is very confusing. We get to, if I'm correct, a double.
Wait, I definitely think we should take like just a couple seconds to talk about
That's
Vince putting his final two or one of his two final twos on the block. Chelsea, what do you think Vince should have done? And let's kind of talk about Morgan and Ashley strong-arming him. And I'm so proud of those two for really putting in the work to get Lauren up there because she hadn't touched the block. But like, was that a good decision on Vince's part? Because I'm not so convinced it was.
It reminds me of when Cam and I and Rubina
Mm-hmm.
like ganged up on MJ to put Lee up on the block because she hadn't
Yeah.
touched it. That was
Mm-hmm.
like it's the same scenario.
Yep.
Now MJ wasn't Leah's number one, but she was top three for sure and shouldn't have gone
Mm-hmm.
up that soon. For me, Vince messed up a few weeks ago and it led to his demise this week because he should have been trying to get both Lauren and Morgan working together. If you have
Yes.
two final twos and eventually you're gonna have to choose eventually when the numbers dwindle, so he messed up in not trying to get them three to become some type of trio. That's where he messed up. But then his second mess up is putting up Lauren. Like there's no, because if he would have put up Lauren and the outcome was whatever it was, it's Morgan's gonna be mad at him for 2 days, and then she's gonna keep it. He's not gonna be replaced, and you're gonna keep Lauren on your side. So you don't really lose by keeping Lauren in the game. So, but you may have lost a jury vote. So it's just it was a really bad move for somebody who could have positioned himself very, very well in this game.
I agree with you. Big D,
That
what
was
were
a
your
good
thoughts on that?
No, no. I've learned to
No thoughts?
STFU. I'd be reading my
No,
comments.
no, I'm asking. What are your thoughts? Just what did you think about
the way
that?
y'all put it. No, the way y'all put it is exactly. I would agree. I will say this. I would just add this little bit. I just think that Vince. I hope he's counting the votes that he would lose if he sits at the end. That's the thing I will say. Because you're not getting Lauren's vote. She's pissed. You're not getting Kelly's vote. She's pissed. So you're down two. And depending
Yeah.
on how everything else goes, I don't know. But we get
Yeah,
to yes.
Sorry, can
Go
I
ahead.
just add something? Because again, I think this was pretty catastrophic for Vince's game. I think for a while, Vince was my front runner at least to win. You know, he had won quite a few competitions early on in the season, and I thought he was managing playing the middle very well and kind of using his victim complex to his advantage. Now, I didn't realize that was not intentional. Like, I think that is just Vince. I don't think he was doing that to advance his game. But I think at this point in the game, we need him to take more accountability and more ownership. Whereas he does things, he pisses some people off, he doesn't really apologize, he just cries, poor me, poor me. So now you're just sending people who are pissed at you to jury, and you're almost like not giving them the respect of being like, yeah, this is what I did and this is why I needed to do it.
Because that's what
Because
people, at the end of the day, if you made a move that people are pissed off about, but you can back it with intentionality, yeah, I did that. May have been a bad move, my bad. Even if it was something bad, like people just are you going to take ownership of what you just did? And he deflects every single thing he does. He blames it on somebody else in the house.
Yes.
Which go further, and then especially when he put up Lauren and he was talking about him and Morgan got into it that night, I think, when they were laying in bed together, and he was like, you've controlled my HOH about you. Last time I checked, Morgan is not in your vocal cords. You could have had the ability to put up whoever you wanted to put up. So to blame it on somebody else is just asinine, and I think he's going to lose the respect of jury in that. Because you got Rachel in there. Whoever wins this show is going to be who Rachel wants to win. That's just a caveat. Yes. Rachel's going to influence that jury. And Rachel's going to want to see somebody who owns up to their stuff. Vince won't do that. Even if he's in the final 2 chairs, I still think he will deflect. It's just unfortunate.
Absolutely. I definitely see that happening if Vince is able to, I guess, like win his way to those final 2 chairs. No matter who he sits next to, now that both Lauren and Kelly are out of the house, he loses. And that's because people are pissed at him and he just, like, he hasn't claimed anything. So you can't start claiming things, when you have 5 minutes to state your case. Like, you have to be doing that throughout. And even still, I don't think he's going to do that, as you said, Chelsea.
And you got 90 seconds to do it. So
90 seconds, okay.
You really have to be able to, number one, share what you actually did, have a storyline, and you can't lie in those final 2 chairs because you're sitting with jury who sat through it. So there's no more lying when you get there. All you have to do is tell the truth. And if your truth is whack, you're not getting a vote.
Period. And also, like, I think what he should have done is he should have put up Ashley. Now, I'm really glad that he didn't put up Ashley, but he's now pissed off Lauren. He's now sent Kelly to jury. Kelly's probably not going to vote for him. And then you have Will and you have Rachel. Yes, they're part of the same alliance as you. You guys are all judges, but I think they had a closer working relationship with both Morgan and Ashley, and obviously Will and Ava are very close. So, like, who does he think he can win against? It might have to be Keanu. I think that may just be Vince's best shot, or Ava, but he's targeting Keanu. What do you think about that, Chelsea? Because you just shook your head, so I'm curious.
I think he loses if he's sitting next to Keanu, for sure. Keanu's been on the block more than he has. Keanu is more, respectable, I think, in the house. Regardless of how bad he played, he's winning comps. He got himself off the block. He told everybody, I'm gonna take you all out one by one. And if he gets to the end, he can say, I did exactly what I said I wasn't gonna do. I picked y'all off one by one. I just think he's gonna be more likable than Vince at the end, and he's gonna be respected. I think they both played equally terrible games, but I think Keanu's gonna be more respected. So I don't think Vince wins against any. He might have a case. No, I don't think he wins against anybody, unfortunately.
You don't think his best shot of winning is maybe against Ava? Maybe, just because Ava hasn't really, she's kind of taken a back seat in this game.
Yeah. I think that was, I don't know why I thought Ava was out of this house. Ugh. But yeah, he had a good shot against Ava. I forgot.
Yeah.
Because we saw her try to, she left at the veto, remember?
Oh yeah, with her chess piece. That's right.
But also, like, and okay, so we also know that I think this bunch, they don't understand the game very well, and they're also quite emotional, and they play personally. So that's the only reason why I'm thinking Vince may have a shot of beating Keanu, just because I know Keanu's not very well liked in the house.
But you have Rachel in jury.
I know. I don't think Vince wins, but
I think that I have to kind of agree with Hannah. I do think those are 2 best shots to sit next to. I think he sits next to. Of course, I want Morgan or Ashley to win this game.
Yes.
And I can't lie, Vince was my winner pick. I do appreciate the way that Vince does manipulate and how he does things. It doesn't really come off too grimy to me. Like, I'm not hurt by it. Because usually I feel like there's players in the game I've seen in the past where I'm like, get them out of here. I hate how they're playing this grimy ass game. But it don't feel that way to me. I do want to get it. We talked about a little bit double eviction night. Lauren it gets a chance, if I'm correct, to play in the BB Blockbuster. Lauren ends up winning, takes herself down. Then we have Kelly and Mr. K on the block. I'm pretty shocked that we had to do a tiebreaker because I would have thought, and maybe because this is because Ashley decided to work with Mr. K, but I feel like I would have been getting him out of here. I was pretty shocked that Vince had to break that tiebreaker, and they didn't target him. Do you like? Did I miss something? Because he wins a lot of comps. I was like, why would they not take him out? Or maybe I've read the room wrong, and I could read the room wrong.
No,
Morgan. No, go ahead, Hannah.
I was just gonna say, I think when we're down to final six, was it final seven, final six? You know that the game of Big Brother becomes a lot more comp heavy. Like the social game, in my opinion, matters a little less when there are such few people because your chances of going up on the block are that much higher. So really it's a matter of, can you win HOH, can you win veto and maybe keep that number one safe? I would much rather go against a Kelly than a Keanu. So I think at this stage in the game, when we know we're a week and 2 days out from finale, if Keanu is sitting on the block vulnerable, I'm getting rid of him.
It's the Tuckers of the season where this might be your only chance to get somebody out who's winning. Because if you don't, in the game of Big Brother, if you don't take that shot, you may never get that shot again. And I'm sitting here like, this is a move you make when there's 10 people left in the house, 12 people left in the house, not 76. There's and Morgan's, and I think the reason why it happened is because Morgan's influence. Morgan's sharing the narrative that she needs to keep Keanu in the game for a shield. There's no more shields at this point, baby. Everybody is exposed, and you just got to protect yourself. What do you mean shield? He's gonna shield his way to the end.
Okay.
Yeah, that part.
I'm glad y'all said that. Thank you, because I was like reading the room when I saw him. I said, "Why are we not voting out Mr. K when Kelly ain't gonna get nothing? I don't think Kelly would get a vote for anybody. She pissed off Rachel. She wasn't close with Will.
Yeah.
Like she get Lauren maybe. But I mean, this is all before that. But it was interesting. Sorry, Hannah. Go ahead.
No. Please finish your point.
I was just gonna say I thought it was very interesting when I saw that, and after I took my shot, I was like, whoa. Why would they not get him out? I'm confused. So yes. I will say, Vince had to do the tiebreaker.
Can I just make one case? I guess, and maybe this was a big part of Morgan's reasoning. However, I do think in a season where there just haven't been strong alliances, and now you have this trio that will always vote for one another, and obviously individual votes matter the less people there are in the house. That's really the only case I can make for wanting to get rid of someone who's part of, the only actual trio left, if that makes sense.
But it was that the narrative that they were...
I don't think so, but if listen, I think Ashley did. I do think Ashley clocked it, as she usually does on live feeds.
Ashley
I saw
has
her.
A great read of this game.
Great reads. But if I was in the house, that's probably what I would have definitely considered both, but I think I would have ultimately gotten rid of Keanu.
Same. Unfortunately, I feel bad. And also, shout out to Ashley. I feel bad because Ashley's not getting the strategist edit on the show, but on the live feeds, it's very great to see. So this is another reason why I'm kind of like, this is a good season to watch the live feeds, because I actually see a little bit more. With some seasons, I'm like, I don't need the live feeds. Kelly ends up going home. When Kelly's going out, she wants to expose everything about Vince, final 2, final 3, final this, he did this to me and all this other stuff. She goes out, she talks to Julie, and what I got from her conversation with Julie was that it's okay. I mean, it's all right. I knew it was gonna happen. I should have, I'm just here and playing the game. Wait, I was like, girl, what? It was just not it. It was not it. Now, I don't know. Also, Chelsie, I want to shout out for you. I feel like you're also a host on BB Unlocked because you come back often. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to see you doing that. Please
you.
continue it. I think it's great. I love, your dynamic with Taylor and Derek. I'm proud of you guys. So happy that you got a chance to do that. But as you being a official host, I'm gonna ask you this: do you feel like she answered those questions correctly? Because even when Julie was throwing her lifelines, it was just like, She's like, oh, why would you trust Vince after what he did to you? I mean, I'm annoying. I'm this. I was like, what is going on? Did she miss? Go ahead.
She airballed that so hardcore. Let me tell you. She shot on the opposite direction of the court. It was just it's just she didn't even have a ball to throw. It was just a lot going on. So
she said, "Oh, here's my golf ball for basketball.
Yeah, like
here's my football for basketball."
You're in the wrong sport. We're in the wrong sport. Here's my thing. You know when you you tell yourself something so much that you start to believe it. I think that got to her.
I tell myself that every day. I should have won Big Brother 23. Every day. And it's true.
Sorry to bring up triggering moments, but I think
she should have changed her vote. For sure.
Listen, I'm staying.
No, go ahead. I'm joking.
But I think she missed in these interview questions, and it just goes to how unaware these people are of their own selves in this house. It's so crazy to see that they have a perception of the game. Bar Ashley, they have a perception of the game and themselves that is so off. So I just think that's what you saw on stage with Julie, and poor Julie just sitting there like, how do I? Not even a prayer could fix this joint.
I think Julie wanted to hit her with the cards, but she knew it probably would have turned into a girl fight. But Kelly made it clear. We got to think about it. Kelly made it clear. She's never watched Big Brother. I do appreciate her sticking to her guns. Like she said in that interview when she first started, she said, I want to play my own type of game. She wanted to be pawn. She wanted to try to pull like a little bit like a Tucker type of thing. I was like, all right, girl, but she really did play her own game. And I want her to know that is a Kelly.
And I fear no one will ever be like, I'm going to come in here and play a Kelly game. Not a single person. Not a single person.
But what I do appreciate, probably one of the only things I appreciated about her game was how she aired all of the dirty laundry walking out the house. When she was like, I'm in final twos, final threes, yada yada, all that stuff, and she's walking out.
Did you catch the part? I thought it was so gaggy. I thought we were on Baddies for a second. Did you catch the part? Hold on. Or Real Housewives, excuse me. Let me tone it down. It definitely was a Real House moment when she was like, yeah, and anything that Morgan says that he does, she does as hugging Morgan as she's saying her name. I was like, oh, there's no way. I would have pushed her off of me after she said that. I would have been like, you bitch.
That was iconic. That was iconic.
What you say?
And true. So, it was iconic to just have that type of exit. And it's like, if you were screwed over like that, air all, you got nothing to lose. Air all your stuff out.
Yep. Production's here to do double eviction. This master.
Wait, you guys, double evictions still trigger me to this day because I went out in a double eviction. And what I will say about double evictions, no matter who it is, I think it's very jarring to have your life in that house come to a close that rapidly. Like normally when people are evicted, you have a couple days where you pretty much know your fate. You're able to say your goodbyes. You can hug people. You can give people stuff. People can give you stuff. You can do one last walk through the house. When you go on a double, you often don't know you're going home. And so I think just every year I'm like, I feel for whoever's about to go. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You said can't relate. Both of you are like can't relate. But
no, but I just tell you, I'm sorry. I don't know what.
I hate double evictions.
And I'm so sorry, Hannah. I love you. I'm so sorry that happened. Please understand, it was a game.
Of course I know that. Oh my gosh.
Yes, but I just want to tell you, at the end of the day, I do laugh sometimes how everything went down at that double eviction. And that's why you didn't turn my motherfucking keys. So that's
I will say, Big D,
Wait,
I will say.
Tea? What am I missing? Remind
me.
Derek's mad that I didn't vote for him to win $750,000.
Because I would have gave you some of it. God damn it.
He's still mad.
He is still mad.
Y'all gave it to a fucking lawyer. I love him, but I gave it to a fucking lawyer. Anyway, but I will say this. I love you so much. Anyway, but a double eviction, you know, of course, this mastermind, whatever his name is, Mysterio, he's like a wrestler, a WWE
No,
wrestler.
Mysterio is definitely like a. Is it Mysterio the villain from Spider-Man?
I think so, yeah, but
He's
there's also
the
Mysterio.
mastermind.
Mastermind, yeah.
But there's also
The
Mysterio
mastermind.
in wrestling.
Okay.
You're just giving him new names.
Yeah, whatever. What'd I tell you? What this type it is?
This
Okay?
is the black.
No.
We not gonna call you what you actually are. We're gonna say, "What's up, bandana?" That's not your name.
So, you know, it's a double eviction night. Woo, woo, woo. And can I say something about the double?
No, woo, woo,
I do
woo.
want to. I want to say this about the double. You guys can tell me if you agree or not. I feel like the double eviction needs to be moved up to early in the game when there's more players because
Yeah.
I'm tired of the house guests knowing that it's coming. I'm tired of that. I need them to be more shocked. I need the dramatics of it because they were just like, Julie makes the announcement. And they look at each other. Yeah, we knew. Like they're like talking to each other. Like, yeah, we knew this was gonna happen. I'm tired of that.
Yeah.
I want them to be shooken. If you're gonna shake the table, shake it. Okay,
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think doing a double at Final Six is a little ludicrous.
Ludicrous. Let's do it at like 10. Do it at 10 for
Yeah.
me. That'd be great.
Yeah.
If you don't see a comment, do it. Obviously, we got to go back in the house. We got to give this the next HOH comp. Morgan was the next HOH comp.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And it was great to see because I really would love to see Morgan or Ashley win. It would be great to see. Okay? So she wins, and, you know, she got to put up, what's like only 3 more people left, right? No, she put up Lauren.
2.
She puts up
Keanu.
Ava and Mr. K. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
No, the BB Blockbuster is done now. So she only had to make 2 noms. And she decided to put up Lauren and Keanu.
And Keanu.
got it. And then here we go. The Challenge MTV season 42. Mr. K, who's gonna get the call. I'm marking it
He
right
better.
now.
He better.
I know he is. He has the look, the aesthetic, all that. Is one's the veto. Okay, so now she has to replace, you know, Mr. K with somebody else, and I think she puts up Lauren, right?
Ava. So Lauren was on the
Ava.
block initially.
Hey, Lauren was on the block. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. She puts up Ava. You know.
I was happy that Keanu won veto. As we've established, Keanu, he doesn't necessarily have a mind for the game, but he's been very entertaining. And I knew as long as Keanu is able to save himself, Ashley's going to be good regardless because Morgan and Ashley are tightly aligned. So I really just need Keanu to win. Whoever's the replacement nom doesn't even matter because Lauren's going to go home. And might I say, we had a pretty successful double eviction last night.
No,
Did we
okay.
not?
Yeah,
Because the
no,
2
I
people
agree.
who left, like they didn't. I'm sure they're lovely people. Lauren seems very sweet. Kelly
Very
seems sweet as
sweet.
well. But
Yeah, same.
they didn't add very much to the game. And so removing them, that was kind of a non-factor for me. I was like, okay, now we get to watch 5 people who genuinely want to be there.
Want this game,
Four
yeah.
people and 1 person who wants AFP. But yeah.
Yeah.
Janky.
So then, Jinkies, well,
Now you need to stop. Not you making up words.
Jinkies, Okay, so then, you know, Lauren goes home. Now, Lauren's interview with Julie Chen told me everything I said about Lauren on this podcast for 10 weeks. Lauren said, you know, it happens. It's the game. Everything's okay. I like everyone. And you are watching the Disney Channel. And welcome to Big Brother. Julie, it's okay. You know, Vince. Oh, I didn't trust nobody. Well, you know, Vince and I, we just work together. And it's just what it is. And
Listen, sometimes you got to tell yourself that so that you don't break down on national television.
They start crying. Yep.
Yeah.
I need people to come out more harder. I need them to. Baby, I need you to
No,
come
but
out there and be like,
Big Brother is not a black show.
No.
It has been for the last couple seasons. At this
That is
point.
true.
Wow.
That is true. That
It
is
really
true.
is. Look at our winners. Look at our winners.
No, I'm so dead. The fact that 3 of our last 4 winners have been black is kind of nuts. And I think we're gonna get another.
At this point.
I know it's
We might
giving
get
the
another
EP.
one.
It's.
It's
I
giving
think we
BET.
will.
CBS
I-
BET. I think we're getting
The
another
jury.
one.
the jury is still out on Keanu. I think he might be Afro-Latino. I thought he was black. Either way, I think we're going to get a black winner
not.
this season.
I
Oh,
don't
he
think he's
isn't?
black. No, I don't.
I thought he was like
He's The Rock. What's The Rock?
black, half Samoan.
No,
Oh,
he's
then
not
he-
black at all.
Oh, then he's Samoan.
He's-
He's just Samoan.
No. He has a Hispanic last name, but you know how like some Puerto Ricans, some Dominicans, some Cubans are black?
Yeah.
I thought he was Afro-Latino.
Okay, well, comments below. Let us know what he is.
Okay, yeah, let us
Y'all-
know.
Y'all be figuring it out anyway. Okay, so
I
you know,
hope he
Lauren
is,
goes out.
so we can claim him.
Lauren goes out, goes out on Morgan's HOH, Vince is obviously heartbroken by this, but it is what it is. Spoiler. Everyone, spoiler.
So if you don't want spoilers, please bye. It was so
Come
lovely
chat.
catching up with you.
Thank you so much. Right, recap on week 10.
Bye.
I want to talk a little bit about week 11 that we still will get into next week, but they end up doing last night the pressure cooker.
Yes.
And I watched it, drunk with Jimmy and Dash. We watched it as Jimmy was screaming at the TV.
The Three Musketeers.
Yeah, girl. And
Big D and Friends.
Make a show about that. Big D and Friends. Look, I belong with the Disney Channel. Mickey Mouse Club.
You are the least rated G person I think I've ever met in my life.
Least.
I worked with kids my whole entire life, and I was a camp director for years. Kids love me. I'm great with kids.
No, I don't doubt that they love you. You just curse a lot.
I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying. So, obviously it's the pressure cooker, and I think it was the thing that you did, Chelsie, with Cam and Leah and the rest of them, and they had to hold
The marshmallow.
The marshmallow. I don't know. I couldn't really see it because it was so blurry. What were they holding against that stake up in the have-not room?
Yeah, I think it was a mask of the mastermind, or like a mastermind little statue thing that they had to hold. Yeah. I heard that because in Janky World last year, I didn't do it because I was out going HOH, but the stick to hold it was kind of flimsy, but it wasn't heavy. It was just flimsy. It would bend, and the marshmallow was easier to hold up.
Poke through.
This one, their stick. I heard through live feeders that while they were trying to practice it, the stick was so heavy. Ashley and Ava couldn't even get it up. They were struggling to hold the stick up because it was so heavy. So you're already at a disadvantage in a way that we didn't have. So it wasn't necessarily a physical comp. It was more so just stand there and endure. So they struggled with it. But yeah, it was this heavy mastermind thing that they had to hold up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, Derek, since you watched the comp, what I saw on Twitter, I'm not sure if this is accurate, but people were saying that Keanu was kind of fooling around the entire time, holding it with one hand, standing on one foot. Is that true?
So I saw him sometimes holding one hand, but I feel like he was so planted and so focused. I thought he was over there meditating, but maybe I missed the parts of him lifting his foot and stuff. Vince felt like Vince was moving a lot for me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Vince was trying to mess with him and play with his head and be like, I'm gonna make him think I'm about to mess up. But I know a lot of people are not happy, but I'm okay with it right now because the man is still doing what needs to be done. He ends up winning HOH. Vince ends up winning another HOH. That is 4 HOHs. That is, I think now Vince and Morgan have lived in that HOH room for the last 3 weeks. They have been through 3 weeks, I think, of that HOH room. Or 2. Remember, they went to a double, but they were still in it.
Are we watching Big Brother or Love is Blind? Because you know how you have to live in the same pot. The ultimatum. We're literally watching the ultimatum. You know, where you break up with your original partner and then you live in a house with someone else and then you have to decide at the end of the social experiment, do I want to stay with this person? Or are we not watching the ultimatum, guys? I think I might have just clocked it. Also, I love... Anyway.
I taught her so well. I'm so proud of her.
I'm loving this right now.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
No, I'm not even trying to be shady. That's just factually correct. When you look at the premise of the ultimatum, this is that.
This is that.
This is that.
Is that.
This is that, and that is this.
And that's
we will definitely get more into it, next week on the podcast. But Chelsea, while you are here, I would love to just know, like, who do you think is going to win? Who are you passing your title over to for Big Brother 27?
I think, I mean, this is unfair. I have 3 of the 5, but I'll give you my 2.
Okay.
I think I'm passing off the crown to Morgan, Keanu, or Ashley. Those are the 3 that I can. If they have the ability to make it to the final 2, I think any of them could win if they state a strong case, and one of them are going to get the crown.
Okay.
But my soul is like Morgan is going to take this thing.
Me too.
Okay.
That girl showed me how to be a bad bitch.
Period.
She showed me how to manipulate a man without even giving up the kitties. I love it. Love
Okay.
it.
This is why you can't be on the Disney Channel.
Well, that's why Lauren will be hired for the Disney Channel after this. Shout out to
No.
Lauren.
Chelsea, I think this is where you can provide some really special insight. Among those 3 people, Keanu, Morgan, Ashley, what does each of them need to do between now and next Sunday to win?
Ashley needs to win competitions. She needs she needs at least one more under her belt. Like
I agree.
She has a veto, but I mean, I think she needs one more win, and like even just a part of the HOH win, just something else that she gets in her belt to state a strong case, because she started from the bottom with Showergate, made her way to the end. Like, people weren't really rocking with her in the beginning. She's lost all her allies, Rachel, Will. Like, she started losing all her people, yet she was able to get herself to the final 2. That's what she needs. Keanu needs a little better social game. He needs to start working the room. Work the room, baby. You got the competitions, but they're not only going to vote for you because you won your way to the end. It depends on who you sit next to. So he needs to develop some type of social game, and he needs to also win his way to the end. And Morgan, honestly, I don't think she needs anything. I think we can go to final 2 right now, and she has a case to win this game.
I think so too. I think you're
got
right.
her number 1 to vote out his number 1 when he shouldn't have done that. She won competitions when she needed to win competitions, and she played the game hard from the very beginning. So this girl could win the game right now.
Because you know what? She said, square, X, triangle, R2, L1, and I'm winning Big Brother 27. Got it? Just like this.
And listen, Morgan did, remember in like our preseason podcast recording, I feel like you and I kind of correctly predicted how all of their games would turn out. So I almost want to go back and review it, because Morgan said something that really stuck out to both you and I. She said, in that house, I understand that you have to be on 24/7. I am a gamer who quite literally is on 24/7. That's how long my streams can go. So I am mentally prepared for that. I don't think people realize before you go into the Big Brother house, it's not a 9 to 5. It's not something you can just clock out of and then, you get to chill and wind down with your friends. No, you're always playing. And I think she was prepared for the grit, and she showed that very early on. So Big D, you and I we killed it, because I think all of our predictions came true. Literally every single one except Vince. We didn't predict that he would be a crybaby. But what were you going to say?
No, but I did predict that he was going to win this game, or he was going to be good at manipulating, because he was good at nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, he did say that.
And we talked about that. But I will say,
No, he really did say that. He said, "I'm not good at anything, or I'm not great at anything. I'm good at everything."
Right. He said to win Big Brother, you got to be
a jack of all trades.
Yes. So I will say this. This season to me was the first time, Hannah, with us recapping, that I felt like we were on par from the beginning. So just watch out for me and Hannah Chada, because we are threats. We know how to read this game. Now,
don't be telling people that.
Chelsea, let me ask you other questions. What? I know you've been speaking at a lot of events, praising the Lord Jesus Christ and passing the holy water around. Thank you. Please throw some my way. I might light on fire, but don't get scared.
You need more than you need to be submerged in water.
Not submerged, bitch. Not submerged.
And held over there for a couple seconds.
Not held under. Chelsie, I would love to know, like, are you working on I know you've been doing pageants and speaking engagements and all that cool stuff.
Yeah.
I want to tell you, I'm so proud of you being such a great winner for us in our community. Chelsie, like, what is there anything else you're working on? I know you got Amazing Race coming up.
Yeah.
You know, I know you guys will talk about that a little bit later, you know,
Yeah.
but like, is there anything you're working on you want to talk about or share with us, or just like leave us with something good, girl, or some
Yes, yeah. So I, so I'll start with my love life. I am actually in no relationship. I'm single.
I thought you were gonna give us something good.
Yeah,
I'm actually
dating.
said.
I'm dating, but like you know,
Okay.
not
Good.
exclusive.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're dating. Are you doing
Dating.
online dating?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If I get bored,
Oh.
I'll swipe, but like absolutely
Okay.
not. I've had really bad experiences that we'll talk about on another podcast on the Black Network. We'll talk about. Yeah.
I might
But-
come on another show soon on the Black Network with somebody white, okay? Just so you know.
Shut up. The Black Network where we have somebody white.
Yes, it's
the
gotta be
biracial. The biracial network.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I digress. But I've always been passionate about speaking and communicating, and I was doing that for schools, pageants, you know, colleges, universities, churches before Big Brother. But now I'm working on a platform that I can call my own to converse, to have really powerful conversations with powerful people in both entertainment and the church. It's not a Christian podcast, but it is a podcast where we talk about the pressure that it takes before a diamond is produced, because we all want the shiny valuable thing, but in order to get that thing you got to go through some heat and some fire. So I'm bringing on some people on a platform that I could call my own to have some really powerful conversations. So nobody else has heard about this. Y'all are the first, so I'm working on it. I'm excited about that launching this
Oh
year.
my gosh, Chelsie, congratulations. That makes me
Thank
so
you.
happy. And I think I can speak for both Derek and myself when I say we're super excited to support you
Yes.
and to
Thank
continue
you.
supporting you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
whatever you need, you let us know, okay?
I will.
If you need somebody to come in there, a good example of how the power of your word and your tongue will change somebody, you let them know. Now, wait, girl, hold on.
That would be
come
really
on,
good.
right? Girl,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gay.
What kind of
I'm
episode?
gay. I'm gay. Shit. God damn. Chelsie. Congratulations on everything. Congratulations on BB Unlocked. I hope to see you too, sister. I can't wait for you and Hannah, your dad, because we want to have
Yes.
your dad on the podcast with Hannah's sister, because I'm putting
Yes.
them to work to recap Amazing Race next week.
Next week. Are you ready, Hannah?
Listen, Big D has been texting my poor little sister like, Simone, make sure.
Oh, poor Simone. She's the sweetest, most precious, pure. Oh, Lord, help Simone.
My sister called my mom and was like, Big D's really working. But you guys,
I
yes,
gotta keep
Simone
this
and-
black network going, okay? Shit. They can't leave the subscribers.
Oh my God.
We worked overtime for some of these subscribers.
what does this black network run on? Baby oil?
Yeah, baby, and a hope and a prayer in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Okay. So,
Amen. And with that, Chelsie, thank you. This has honestly been the most unhinged podcast I think we have ever done.
Yes, baby.
But
Let's go.
and
this
next
was-
week we will have a white guest, Donnie Thompson. So be ready for that. Okay. So where can everyone follow you and shout you out and give you some love and support? Please tell us. I'll put it all in the bio, but I love when people say it.
Oh my god.
It's just a lot. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, at Chelsie Baham. That's where you can find me.
Oh my
And you'll
god.
find out when you go to my pages that I am indeed black.
Until next time, guys. Bye.
Until next time. Bye. 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 Bye.